Hey everybody, and welcome. We are live from Vancouver, British Columbia. It's a cold, sunny day here, Dennis.
Yes, but at least it's sunny and not snowing, Craig.
That's true. And it's our first Zoom call. We got some updates to share with everybody.
Yep, this is the corporate update call where once a week we're going to sort of tell you everything that's going on, where we're at on the roadmap, what's coming, what's out, what's coming up for the training meeting later on in the week, and it's just the place you come to know what's going on.
Exactly. We have a lot of great announcements, and congratulations to all of you out there that have been working so hard in our soft launch. It's fantastic to see. If you're sending support tickets and you're getting answers from a Craig, well, that's me. So, and we've got a bunch of wonderful support staff that has been helping us. You'll see answers from, we got Adrian and Robin, and we've got all our team there in Colombia. So you'll see answers from Jessica, and you'll see from Natalie and Gina. So lots of people out there to help you get the answers to your questions.
And of course, keep sending in the bugs on the things you find. We've just recently done a big update on the funnels. We had heard that there was some links missing. One of them, my bad. The links to the apps were not actually programmed because we built the funnels before the apps were ready, so we didn't have the URLs. Those were fixed last night, so now all of the download links through the funnels and everything work, and everything reported to date, I believe, is now live. So we should be good, but keep sending in anything you find. Even if it's not a bug, you just think it's weird, please send it to us. We can take a look. Maybe we can make it better.
That's right. And as you all know, English is our primary language, but we also do have Spanish support. But if you're getting answers from me, no hable español. So you're going to get it in English. Use Google Translate. Google Translate is going to help when you're for you to send in messages to us. If you need to talk to me and you've got a question that you're not quite sure of, you're going to get an answer back in English from me. Just go and Google Translate. You'll be able to understand it.
Okay, so let's get into probably the biggest question. And this question has been around a little while, and it's actually something that with your feedback, we've sort of modified our approach, and everything's finally locked in stone so we can answer it with clarity. And that is, if a client wants to become a reseller, since he already has a license key, can he sell the license he buys by purchasing a pack?
There you go. So let's give him the answer as to how this all works. So if he bought a pack, there's two different ways to sell a license depending on how depending on the intention of the prospect.
Right? What kind of prospect? Is he just a business builder, meaning he wants to join Metropolee and make money with you? Is he just a free app user, in which case he's not going to be joining anyways, he's going to download the free app? Or is he just a company that wants to become a part of the vendor? And of course, what we mean by that is not a company owner who also may be interested in the MLM, but you know, we all have those people we know that if they know it's MLM, they're not going to be happy. If they don't know it's MLM, they just want the product. They're going to be excited, and that's where Metro SMA comes in. So once you know what kind of prospect you're dealing with, you would either send them to metropolee.com or you would send them to Metro SMA for joining. So, Craig, explain what happens if you're interested in the MLM. What goes on with license keys?
Well, this is this is going to be a lot of the time. They just they're interested in MLM, so you simply send them to your metropolee.com/your username website. So metropolee.com and then / not backslash, / your username, and they just simply go in and they're going to sign up.
That's right.
They're going to purchase a key, and they're going to sign up as a retail customer.
Yes.
Everybody joins retail first. They're going to get a choice of purchasing a 3-month license key or a 12-month license key.
Correct.
Now, understand, in your back office, if you've already purchased keys, whether they purchase a 3-month key or a 12-month key, you're only able to purchase 12-month keys wholesale in your back office.
Yeah, and the way that works is if you sell it as a 3-month key, for 3 months, it goes away and it's used. And then after 3 months, it comes back. And if you resell it at retail, you make the retail profit again. But on the second, third, and fourth time that you sell that license, it doesn't count for QV. So only new codes count for QV. The 12-month codes count for QV.
Right. So now the cool thing about this, if you purchase a package in your back, that's a basic pack minimum, all the way up to your enterprise pack. There's the Pro Pack Enterprise. It will automatically assign one of your keys to the new customer.
Correct. So you basically have made a retail sale, and you'll get paid the retail amount minus a 10% service fee back to yourself, basically. So you take your key that you bought at a discount. If you bought a 2-pack or the bigger the pack you buy, the less the price is per key, but you're still going to make the entire full retail back when you enroll somebody. And what happens is you make that sale, 90% of it's put into your back office to where you can claim it. So you go to your license keys area, and you're going to see a little claim button. When you push the claim button, it instantly gives you all of that retail commission.
Yep.
And now the neat thing about that is your retail commissions can be immediately used to issue a gift certificate, which allows you to enroll somebody without them needing Bitcoin or without them needing to transfer, and they can just pay you direct. So it's really cool. We make it available for that right away. And if you choose not to use it for a gift certificate, by claiming it, it'll come out on your next pay. So the normal pay. So 3 weeks in arrears, it'll show up.
Yep. Fantastic. So simply, like I said, there's a little button in your license keys once you've sold it, and it'll say claim retail bonus. You click on that claim retail bonus, and it puts that in there. Now, this is if you did not change the price, correct, in your back office of your license key. So that's full retail. This is what the system does, which is the 249 euro or equivalent in your currency.
So if you have changed the price, then the assumption is you've changed the price because you want to enroll somebody on Metro SMA. And if you've changed the price to sell it on Metro SMA, then it's not available for full retail sale. So that's just sort of our way of making sure you have control of your licenses. So if you don't want people to sign up with one of your licenses on metropolee.com, go and set the price to something other than the default price, and it won't be available to use, and they'll just buy a new license, which we'll explain in a second.
Right. So if they are anti-MLM.
Yes, if they're anti-MLM. And then again, not even anti-MLM, half the time it's not them, it's you.
True.
Right? You believe them. So if you believe them to be anti-MLM,
right,
then what you do instead is you give them a key that you've set the price on. So you can go into your back office, into the license keys area, and you can actually change the price of the key. And then what happens is when they redeem that key over at Metro SMA charges them. And again, you're going to get the retail price that you set minus a 10% service fee or 20 euro equivalent, whichever is greater. So if you set it to 0, you're still going to pay a 20 euro service fee to the company.
Plus VAT.
Plus VAT, yeah.
Right. So let's repeat that. If you set it to 0 and you give your license code and key away for free, the member or the new customer won't pay when they go to redeem it.
Right.
But your back office, your personal account in your member back office is going to have a charge of 20 euro plus VAT.
Yeah. So that's how it works. What else do we have here?
What if you don't have any keys?
Oh, well, if you don't have any keys, I mean, I want to say shame on you because you're giving up money, but if you don't have any keys, it's okay. So you are perfectly fine in our program to get involved with a 72 euro 3-month license, upgrade yourself to reseller, and build it all just by working. That works. And here's how it works. If you refer someone to your replicated website, they will just automatically buy a key from the company. You'll get the 25% retail profit, as well as the CV will go into the commission plan on your left or right, depending on your current leg settings, as if it was under you in your binary, but they're not in the binary, they're retail customers. So you still get the binary allotted to you, and you get 25% retail commission immediately available to be claimed, but of course you don't have a key. So if you had a key, you'd get a whole bunch more than that back, but if you don't have a key, you still can make a substantial retail profit and build your business from the ground up with Metropolee.
Right. And, if you're in a situation where, you haven't bought a key because it's just not financially feasible for you right now, that's fine. Yeah. Make a few retail sales, build up your retail profits in your back office, and then you're more than welcome to go and then buy a pack from your profits and then keep on going from there.
You always need keys. If you're going to build your Metropolee business, you need keys. And the reason why you need keys is everybody that you enroll starts as a retail customer. You might as well make the big piece of the money instead of the little piece of the money.
Do we still have that bonus on?
Well, yeah, I mean, because we still are in soft launch and we're still getting all of the kinks out of the system that you guys are so great at reporting for us. We still have a double your license fees deal going on. Now, we're not sure when it's going to end. It could stop any day, but right now it still exists. So when you buy a Basic pack, it normally comes with 2 licenses. You're actually getting 4. So all of the packages are double licenses right now. We're not sure when that'll end, but while we're in soft launch, it's just our way of saying thank you for.
So when I go and sell one of those bonus extra keys, I get still the full retail profit less than 10%?
Yeah. They work the same. They're still absolutely
money
in your pocket.
Why would I not buy a basic pack?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Or an enterprise pack for that matter, if I'm getting double the keys.
Yeah. So if you're planning to enroll a lot of people and you have a bunch of keys, right now you can get a bunch of free keys that all turn into actual money for you.
Wow.
And remember, as soon as you sell a key, right, as soon as someone enrolls on Metropolee.com, uses one of your keys, you claim that money. It's available to issue a gift certificate to sign up yet another friend, even if you can give him now your earnings to sign up with to pay for your key. It all gets really weird, but it can sure make you grow your business quickly.
Well, especially since retail commissions are immediately available
to turn into gift certificates.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So
wow. Let's talk about commissions then, because we're talking about retail commissions. Let's just talk about the next big question, because next week we're going to be they'll be able to withdraw their commissions. How do I withdraw my commissions?
Right. So once commissions are run, all but your retail commissions are paid into your personal account 3 weeks later. Your retail commissions you get by pushing the claim button to add, and whatever you haven't used for gift certificates will then be deposited as long as you claimed it. So you can claim them in real time with the claim retail bonus button in the license key tab in your back office. It's going to deposit them to your personal account. They'll be available for withdrawal with your regular commission period 3 weeks in arrears. But remember, next week things become available because the first period we did bigger and it was only 2 weeks in arrears. You can access them immediately to enroll a new customer using a gift certificate created from your personal account. So in addition, what do we got for them, Craig?
Well, this is really nice. You can access 50% of your commissions earned in any period for 7 days after they become visible. So now I've earned some money in the binary. Yeah. I've earned some money as my initial order bonus. So I've earned some commissions that are not normally available until 3 weeks.
Well, they're not normally available for withdrawal for 3 weeks, right. But 50% of your earnings become available to be used in gift certificates for 7 days. After 7 days, the rest of your commissions become available for that period for use in gift certificates. Should you choose not to use the gift certificates to enroll a few people and make some retail sales and get the money directly, then at the 3 weeks in arrears, whatever you have basically owing to you gets made available for withdrawal.
Right. So just to repeat that so I understand this, Dennis. So I've earned some commissions and some retail commissions.
Yep.
So I push the button.
Yep.
I see the commissions in my back office. Those are all available to me to purchase a gift certificate to enroll a new customer.
Correct. Or make another retail sale.
Does that gift certificate have to be the exact amount of the order? Can it be higher?
No. Yeah. So the way gift certificates work, because basically the platform we're using has the ability to do things based upon covering people's auto ship. Of course, we don't have an auto ship, but there is a purchase requirement. So a gift certificate can be for any amount you want. And if it's up to at least the amount of the order the person's playing. Yep. But if you put in extra, if your gift certificate is for €500 and the person's only using €249 to join, then that person would end up with the balance of the gift certificate deposit into their personal account, obviously instantly accessible because at that point it's cash, that they could use to issue gift certificates or buy more products or services.
The reason I asked that, so what you're saying, Dennis, is if I have a new customer that I know is going to upgrade to a reseller, that initial gift certificate I give them could be enough to cover the 3 or 12-month license, and then add a little bit extra on that gift certificate so he's got it in his bank account to cover the €9 reseller fee.
You really are doing a good job in support and getting asked some questions, aren't you? Exactly right. So it would make the most sense if you know the person's going to be a reseller to do that. Know how much you need to send them so they can cover their upgrade fee as well.
And if they're going to buy a package with their upgrade fee, include that. Possible, yeah. So you can make it a much larger amount, like you said,
just
and
to
then they have enough fun.
Speed up the process, make it easier for your customer.
But if there's not enough on their gift certificate, they can't make a gift certificate, half gift certificate, and half Bitcoin or wire transfer.
If you made a mistake in your gift certificate for €1 cent or 1 peso less than the order that they've placed, it will fail and tell you you don't have sufficient funds.
Right.
So you must, if you're going to guess high. Otherwise, your customer could be frustrated.
Right. Got it. Okay. And the withdrawals tab is going to become live in the member back office on when?
Tuesday, February 26th.
February 26th. And you'll be able to withdraw.
So you'll start to see a bunch of changes in your back office. More features and stuff will be added. And of course, on the 26th, that all coveted withdrawal button will show up.
And how can I get my money?
You go to the withdrawal section and request it.
And certain countries have different ways of being able to request it, right?
For a lot of the world, your withdrawals are only in Bitcoin. Other countries, your withdrawal is by bank transfer. And of course, as we grow, that'll come. So just when you click the withdrawals tab, it's going to give you the option of how you can get your money out. So you don't need to worry about that. And then if you want to not have to go and request it every week, there is the ability for you to set automatic settings. So you'll actually be able to set an automatic setting saying, just give me all my money every week, or give me my money, but leave enough behind so that I have, 80 euros to use as a gift certificate to sign someone up. So there's a whole bunch of options on how you can automatically have your money handled. So you don't have to remember to go in and push the button.
Right. And at Metropolee, we then, because customer service, you imagine a lot of this is, we have to manually make sure that your money is taken care of. We have Wednesday set aside to be payday, correct?
Correct, yeah. So basically we make it into your personal account, which gives you 24 hours to request it. And then the pay, where we actually pay it to you. So it's paid to your personal account on Tuesday. Withdrawals are processed on Wednesday and Thursday, depending on how either are, depending on types. Some are faster than others. So yeah, basically, and then of course, for the first week, we might even do an extra day for those that get caught up in not knowing that they need to request it. But yeah, so that's how withdrawals will work. I had something in my mind, but it left. Maybe it'll come back.
Okay, well, let's just talk about then, what is the Build It Right system?
Yeah, so, well, I mean, this sort of comes from the support team, where people are saying, well, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I sell something? And as much as we've shared the Metro TBS funnels, everyone's still not completely sure how to use that. So we've been working on something that we're about to reveal to you on the training call this week that we call the Build It Right system. And it is literally step by step, what kind of person are you talking to? What's your goal with this person? What funnel do you send them to? What do you say to them to get them to go to the funnel? I mean, it's literally the step-by-step Metropolee manual on how to be an amazing distributor and find yourself business finder app users, vendors, as well as members that would like to get involved and find those three things. So,
yeah. Fantastic. So that's the Build It Right system. It's going to be available in their back office.
Yeah, it's going to be available in your back office, as well as we're doing a training webinar on it later this week. So once the training webinar is done, then we will put it into your back office so that you have it to follow through on. And it'll continue to grow and expand over time. We'll probably be doing some cool videos and stuff with it. But in the beginning, it's a great PDF document that you're going to be able to just have with you, reminding you how to do your business.
Yeah, so we built businesses like this, as distributors, just so everyone knows that, over the past 25 years. And the system that we put together, Dennis and I have been personally using for about 20 of those years.
And a lot of my clients use the same type of a system. So keep in mind that the key is, right, we'll give a little preview. The key to the system is use the system.
Yeah.
Right? We simply teach you exactly what URL to share with which type of person to drive them through your sales funnel, to know if you should follow up with them, if so, how, and what to say. So it's literally a system about how to use the tools we've given you so that you don't need to try to reinvent the wheel. We've created the system for you. The goal is, for the first 3 months, we're not going to spend a lot of time teaching you how to change and work within Metro TBS as far as content in your own funnel. We've given you the funnels. We're going to focus all our energies on the next 3 months, teaching you how to use what we have. Then we'll start opening things up for the people who want to customize or think they can make it better.
Awesome.
You're welcome to do that. We just don't support it for the first 3 months.
Got it. So let's talk about this something really cool, a new little feature that you and I put together, and the Metropolee Automatic Business Website. What is this, and how cool is this?
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole point of the whole Metropolee concept of getting vendors excited and giving them tools and things that they need that they don't have, and trying not to be using the word CRM and fighting with people like Microsoft and Salesforce.com, but rather have something that's really unique that helps the little guy, right? We're not trying to help the guy that has 10 locations. We're trying to help the guy that's working out of his basement, but pretending he's not. Right? Yeah. This is our target. We want to help the people that truly need help. And what we found is, if you want to go and do a quick piece of research, go to Yelp.com, search for restaurants, and you'll see that probably 80% of them do not have a website. So that means Yelp controls their destiny, because good and bad is all talked about on Yelp without their control of the good and bad.
Right.
Not even a link for you to tell your own story. So we know that the biggest reason people don't have a website is it's hard. It doesn't matter if you're using WordPress. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's not easy to make a website. Other people will disagree, but if it was easy to make a website, why do 80% of restaurants not have one? So we're like, okay, let's build a super easy web builder. Oops, that's coming. Oops, no, I didn't say that. And then we got even further and we went, well, wait a second. We're building them a business directory. We're getting their store name. We're getting a description of them. We're getting a bunch of images. We're getting what their deals are. We're getting their location. And it came to us that we should just give away a fully built website. So if you actually publish your directory listing, you're actually going to get instantly a website that has your pictures on it, your description on it, your deals on it, a link explaining the 5 euro system, a link that takes them to a contact you page, which will have your map on it, the name, address, and phone number of your company, and the ability to submit for, if it's a restaurant, it could be a reservation. Otherwise, it could just be joining your mailing list. So all of the things that are actually the most important parts of a CRM, let's say, which is building a mailing list and having some capture pages, are actually going to automatically be created the second they finish doing their directory. So now you're not talking about, hey, look, it's 299 euros for a directory listing, which is fantastic value, right? Oh, and it's also this CRM thing that they haven't told us much about because it's complicated, which is also fantastic value. So we already have 2 times what we're selling it for. Now we've added an actual website that they don't have to do anything about. They just have it. When someone clicks the share link in the Metro Business Finder app, as soon as the new version comes out, which we'll talk about shortly, should be today or tomorrow, as soon as they click the share, now it's going to actually automatically share that URL, which means everybody has a URL the second they publish their directory.
Right.
Everyone now has data collection. I could go on forever on this, and this is supposed to be short.
Yeah. All right. So then let's just get into that.
So that's coming. And I would say that's going to be out within a week. We may even preview it on the training call.
Fantastic. So let's just do a last little update just on where we're at right now with Metropolee.
Yeah, so the big thing that is underway on the roadmap is we gave you the roadmap the previous week. So under the Metropolee area, at this point we have the commission run and most of the data quirks worked out. We're going to do our first actually paying the money to your personal account next week. So those kinks are all pretty much there. We're still working on some display things to make things easier to understand for you. I think there might still be a few individuals that have issues with packages or something that I've heard through support. So at this point, this part's almost all done. And yeah, we're almost ready to pay you your first amount of money that you earned at the last pay period. And of course, we ran commissions again last night. Were they made visible?
They do. I do believe they are visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
If not, we'll make them visible today. So you've got second period to look at now. So that's sort of the update on Metropolee. Again, we've just been working on tweaks and fixes and little things that people have noticed and little, weird translations and all that kind of stuff. So a ton of work's gone on into Metropolee. If we move on to the Metropolee Business Finder app, SMS validation is almost ready. In fact, you and I were playing with it this morning.
We were. And what for those who don't understand, what is SM? I mean, we understand what SMS validation means. What is SMS validation?
Yeah, so SMS validation. So of course, your biggest concern, according to support tickets, has been, well, how do you stop people from enrolling 100 times and taking all of the money and the company losing money and going out of business? I don't feel safe. Well, remember, so far we're soft launch and we've been sending all the information out and we've been beta testing the apps and we've been building out the apps. And one of the main things to stop that exact problem is SMS validation. So
that's text validation. Yeah. Those that don't understand what SMS
text message. Yeah.
Text message.
So right now, email validation is turned on. So that means a person can't enroll in the app with the same email address more than once. So that's already stopping some of the people that would be trying to scam. And when SMS validation goes live, you're actually going to be told to SMS validate, which means if you've entered a phone number that's incorrect on your Metropolee Business Finder app, you're going to have to switch it to your real phone number. And then you're going to get a text message to that phone number that gives you a code that you put in to actually validate that account. Once you validate an account with a phone number, that phone can never log into anything other than that version. Because if you have multiple versions with multiple different user accounts with the same phone number, it'll only let you log into the one that you first validated. So do be careful if you've accidentally signed up to a couple. Make sure when you validate on the one that's linked to your actual Metropolee account. Right. Otherwise, there's going to be some confusion, and poor support will have to help untwist it.
Right. So that also is the other reason why people have asked through support a lot. When am I going to be able to transfer money from my app to a vendor?
Yeah. So as we had said in the roadmap, we were looking at 2 to 3 weeks. We think we're still on track for end of next week, which would be 3 weeks. We might spill over to the next. And it's just because Apple doesn't allow us to do it right in the app. So we may release Android earlier, because Android we can just release. Apple has a lot of problems when it comes to transferring stuff. So we have to do it a little bit of a different way, and we're still working on that. So it set us back a bit, but we think we're still on track.
Yeah.
Probably on track for the Android version. It's just then a decision on, is it fair to release one instead of the other, and all those kind of considerations. So we're getting very, very close on that.
Yeah. Now, members suggested something to us, and they wanted to know, I messed up. My friend downloaded the app. I didn't put my code in, and how do I get credit? There's no way to do it afterwards, so the programmers fix that.
Yeah, so the next version coming out, which again should be, I'm hoping we can push it to Apple today and have it in tomorrow. But the next version coming out actually allows you in your settings area to change your code one time. So if someone legitimately went in and got assigned to Corp, which is what happens to everyone who doesn't put in the code when they actually sign up to the app, you'll be able to change. They'll be able to change it to your code one time. Once it's changed one time, it's locked, because obviously if you didn't do that, then they could go away from you. And if they ever upgraded through the process and eventually became a vendor, you wouldn't get your little percentage back. So it's very important that it gets locked permanently. So you can change it one time from Corp only. So if they truly got in without setting it, they actually now have the ability in the app to fix that problem and then claim their €5.
Right. And the other thing in claiming the €5, we've got to set up now when they go to SMS Validate, they can choose the currency that they want to get their bonus in, including loyalty credits.
Yeah, so the idea there is you can deal with your local currency, but the little carrot in it for a vendor is the vendors that choose to accept loyalty credits actually get a whole different stream of customers potentially coming to them, right? So if you're euros and whatever, then you're competing with everyone. If you accept loyalty credits, because you can actually earn loyalty credits in the commission plan as well.
Right.
So you're going to have a bunch of loyalty credits, which of course there's plans going into the future of possibly doing cryptocurrency for loyalty credits and in the countries that it's allowed. But this actually, from a vendor point of view, if the vendor really understands what's going on, they could accept loyalty credits, and that would open them up to a whole new ecosystem of people with ready money to spend there. So loyalty credits is an option for you to say, I want my free money in loyalty credits because I want to be a part of that pool.
Yep.
So yeah, it's all there. We're trying to stay a step ahead, but we feel like we're 2 steps behind.
Hey, one of the other things we've added there is the deals logo in the directory listing. So you can actually see if someone's offering a deal, and they're going to get prioritized in the listings. For those that have deals will come first, and those without deals will come.
Yeah, so as more and more of you are putting in legitimate listings, it's getting time for us to turn off a few things and turn on a few things. So you'll probably notice right now that the drop downs for category and distance don't work. That's actually not a bug. That's actually on purpose, because in the beginning, when there wasn't anything to look at, we knew that everyone would go in and go, well, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. So what we did was, in the beginning, we just made sure that everybody show for your country. Okay, so that's going to change soon. We're going to actually start to screw that down a little bit, and we're going to start to prioritize the actual order listing of the Metropolee people. So if you have a deal, obviously it's in Metropolee's best interest to have the person with the best deal at the top. And of course, down the road, that'll get mixed in with rating, because if someone has the best deal, but they have a 1-star rating, then, so in other words, what starts to come as we get more and more data is just like Google's always tweaking their algorithm, we're going to be tweaking our algorithm. And of course, way down the road, the concept of selling advertising to the vendor so the vendor can actually get to the top of the list. So there's so many more steps. We're just in the baby infant steps. I've already said too much.
Okay. So once again, then the coming soon. Oh, we did add, we're going to be adding an MLM category for all of you advertising your MLM products and services on the app.
Yeah, so and the whole category thing's also starting to change so that it does do a bunch of automatic stuff, including that simple website we said that you get for free for every vendor. You pick the restaurant category, it's going to set you up a website that's a bit more applicable to a restaurant. You pick any of so as we build more verticals with the sales funnels, that means also more of the simple websites. This category will become very important that you set it correctly in your vendor directory, because then it's going to actually have an impact on what particular website you get automatically built for you.
Good. So just to repeat then, coming soon, we think we're still on track for the ability to start payments end of next week, possibly into the following,
Yep,
at least on Android, but we're very, very close. Apple, bad.
Yeah.
We're working towards having directory listing, all directory listings, human reviewed and category fixed.
Yeah, because we're seeing a lot of you, and we love that you're testing the system, but you're putting in a category listing that basically has your name and publishing it. Obviously, in the beginning, while it's all fun and nothing's real yet, it's just preparing and you're getting legitimate vendors mixed with these people, it's fine. But we will be fairly shortly starting to categorize and disapprove incomplete listings or disapprove inappropriate listings. Obviously, putting your name up saying I'm a Metropolee distributor in our app, it really doesn't do any good for anybody. So we'll let you do that, but you'll end up in the MLM category. And if it's not enough information to make any sense, it's just you obviously playing, then the human interaction is going to start to take some of those out. So right now it's fun. Keep doing it because it's helping us find new things and take your feedback on how to make things easier. But over the next, probably I'd say 30 to 60 days, we're going to start involving humans in improving all of the directory listings because we need a proper directory or really we don't create the value we need.
Right. Metro SMA, also obviously the SMS text validation is also completed or nearly completed. It'll be updated at the same time.
Yep. And the 2-page website, 3-page website automatically. That is almost ready to come. So yeah,
and we're getting really, really close with the free money within 10 kilometers feature.
Yeah, so that one we were hoping to actually have this week as well, and it won't. We're just a little bit too far behind on some of the other stuff, and we've decided to prioritize getting payments done over this feature. And then once we have payments done, we'll come back, we'll fill this one in. And because obviously once payments are ready to go, this becomes very important to show off how exciting things are.
Right, so if you're going to be promoting a vendor, let's say you find a little coffee shop in your area and you can push a button, you can say there is this much free money within a 10 kilometer, 10 mile radius of your location, your physical location. How much of that do you want? That's great.
Is it worth 299 euros to scoop some of that out?
Yeah, so right now what you need to be doing, everybody, is you need to be getting as many of your friends downloading the app in your area as you possibly can. Yep. There's a little bit of a, it's a cart before the horse thing. Right. You can't get a vendor without having app users. You can't get app users without a vendor. Well, yes, you can, because we're bribing you with €5, 18,000 Colombian pesos, or 50,000 loyalty credits to download the app.
And obviously, if you're talking to a vendor, you'd be saying that, look, I'm getting all my friends and they're getting all friends. I mean, they're all loaded up with €5, and now we're just looking for the first guy that we can send them to spend it. Are you sure you don't want that to be you?
Right.
I mean, it's just that simple to sign up a vendor. Well, you're doing it. I mean, everywhere you go, everyone you talk to, think, yeah, how do I get in? How do I get in? And we're like, well, we better open Canada. Because all these people want to join. So, if you keep it simple, you keep it fun, and you keep it value-oriented towards the vendor. I mean, they just love it.
Well, that's where we're at, Dennis. So it's pretty exciting. That's the update, everybody. Training tomorrow.
And watch the Facebook for the upcoming events. Business opportunity presentations will start to happen, as well as training presentations will start to happen. So watch Facebook for the schedule. And we're going to be filling in a lot more exciting details of the stuff we sort of previewed and updated you on today at some of those future trainings.
All right. Happy prospecting, everybody.
Good day.